So what do you predict our start screen is going to be? As we get to see it now.
Well...
That's what we predicted, right?
Didn't you want a power bracelet spot?
I'm okay if there's a power bracelet block. And given it's Second Quest Overworld, we have, what's the word? A bunch of those.
7 of them.
Is it 7? I thought it was 8.
Well, now you got me questioning it. I think there's just 3 additional. The 2 Death Mountain and then the 1 under 5.
There's the 1 on Death Mountain, the 1 under 5. There's the Magical Sword spot. Is there a 4th one? No, you're right. I think it is 7. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm going to go with Werewolfish right because I'm better at this game than I am.
I am sometimes accurate. At least in game knowledge. Maybe not in execution, but...
Who needs execution when you can just find all the hearts in the seed and get Magical Sword?
I don't know how likely that is without Heart Shuffle on. That's usually the driving factor to finding hearts, is because you go down a staircase and it's a heart instead of an item.
But we also have Chest Jerk, and Chest Jerk is known for having 9 hearts in 10 minutes.
If he's able to find 4 Overworld hearts with Second Quest Overworld on, more power to him.
We just find the early whistle and go to one of your 10 whistle spots.
Okay, bombs are 20. That's not too bad. The location kind of is garbage with all these Lionels and Darknuts all over the place. And the Death Armos screen does live up to its name of murdering. That's kind of a rough... I guess it's not too far, but still.
Looks like it had the item, but I didn't get to see what it was before Chest Jerk took the D. We might see it on Boletta side. It's the Silver Arrows.
Silver Arrows, you don't have to buy arrows. That's something.
That actually might hurt Fury quite a bit if he does not go back there for a little while because he died on that screen and I don't think he saw that it was the Armos item.
It wouldn't surprise me to see Fury, wrap down there after kind of wandering into the grave a little bit, perhaps. Unless he decides to go east, but,
The real question that the runners are probably now asking is, where's my bow, where's my sword, and where are my bombs?
Just get 20 rupees, you can get some bombs. That's all you need.
Fury finds level 1. That is not a 20 rupee cave, but he sees an early stair, probably a segmented one. Actually, that could also be Second Quest 1 based on that start location.
No. This is Shapes. It's too far left to be the E.
Plus, there's that door to the left that doesn't exist in 2Q1.
Yeah.
So Shapes 1 through 6.
Yay, Shape 6. Everyone's favorite Shapes dungeon, I'm pretty sure.
Now we just need Second Quest 7 through 9, and we will have the perfect 2Q8 plus Shape 6 trifecta. Wait, there's the dungeon missing there.
Do you not like our runners? Is that what's going on here?
No, I like Second Quest stuff. That's what's going on. That's why when I saw the Second Quest Overworld, I was happy a little bit.
Potion is actually... Well, I don't know if we've been able to determine if Second Quest anything is on yet. I haven't seen a Stalfos or a rope. Oh, these Stalfos on Chest Jerk's side. They weren't firing swords, were they?
I am not going to lie, I was watching some of the other folks. We have our first sword find.
Oh, hey. Swords are cool.
Oh, that's a triple segmented level 1.
That's the power of Shapes right there.
That's the shape you wanted. It sounds like the wood sword was at the Vanilla 6 location.
Yeah. And Fury says hi to the Lionels outside it. The game really doesn't want him to get those silvers. But at least you got the sword.
Look, the game is just saying you have to earn everything. Even if it's free, you have to earn it.
And that was an unfortunate death by Boletta, right south of Vanilla 6. Those Lionels. When you have 3 hearts and you have nothing, It's really rough.
She may not go back there for a little bit. Truant Gamer's on his sword path. Chest Jerk will be there soon enough. Assuming Truant doesn't get sniped, he does not.
Yeah, that's real scary when you're really low health. Anything kills you. So based on those Stalfos not firing swords, nothing rolled second quest, so we're going to have first quest 7, 8, and 9. Yay for first quest 9.
Yeah, I'll accept it. We have Any Roads.
Oh, hey, any roads are cool.
They go places. Let you travel around the overworld faster, or...
They can show you the world? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe? Unless they're all, like, clumped together in a 4-screen area, which has happened in the past. Notably, it takes away one of the whistle spots.
You know, that's nice, because now it's open. For what that's worth.
Look, the Any Roads have the potential to go anywhere that a cave can exist.
Let's see. A lot of $5. That's kind of... I guess for a small secret, it's something. That recorder on the coast, by the way. Ladder's probably going to be required for that.
And before recorderless seed.
You know, maybe it'll be ladderless, too.
It
That'd
could
be great.
be. It could just be itemless outside of bow, silver arrows, and wood sword.
So we need the bow to be the white sword item, right?
We could also just have the bow be, like, on the floor in level 2.
That's also fair.
Fury, the first runner to get bombs.
Oh, bombs exist? Those weren't removed as overpowered?
No. I have not bestowed my bomb luck on these runners just yet.
Oh, well, you know, it's sub 10 minutes, and getting bombs sub 10, I guess that's okay.
Yeah, Truant Gamer's gonna buy a pack, and there's a level 4 at Forgotten Spot.
Oh, the Forgotten Spot always has a level. Just
until you remember to
what
check
it does.
Oh, hi. We actually might have second... Well, no, second quest rooms is on by default anyway.
Yeah, so shapes are going to have second quest rooms and walk through walls, potentially in 2, 4, and 6. Although 2 very unlikely. Oh, hey, walk through. Yeah.
We have a level 5 sighting and a level 3 sighting. The levels are just coming in all day, every day. Level 3 is up at the Vanilla Candle Shop by Vanilla 5. I did not quite catch where level 5 was.
Yeah, I missed it too. But, you know, these early levels are pretty good to find.
Well, that's something you don't see every day. A Shape's Dark Room.
You know, when you mix quests, weird things happen. Just blame Fred for everything that you see on this screen.
Truant will be the first runner with a candle.
Oh, well, you know, there's a decent amount of burn bushes, so that's pretty good.
Also, considering we're in a second quest overworld, those heart caves may be a bit harder to find, so the candle purchase probably going to be a good thing. Very unlikely to be bad. Fury uses his bomb and does not get bombs.
Are you supposed to get bombs back?
If you have a 10 count.
Yeah, if you kill something that drops, I guess.
Fury finds the red candle.
Red candles are cool. It's increased offense. Doesn't really help you when you have no bombs, but it's something.
It does help you when you get bubble cursed.
Well, if there's no second quest enemies, there won't be any bubbles.
Regular bubbles still exist.
Regular, yeah, I guess. I don't view that as a curse so much as a inconvenience and annoyance and general stop bopping me bubble type thing.
It's a curse when you're in a room of 4 blue wish robes, 1 red wish robe, and a bubble, and the bubble just doesn't leave you alone.
Oh. Is 4 going to end up ladder blocked?
Probably.
Seems very likely, so that's... Well, ladder is often required, so...
You know, the other thing that makes the red candle cool is red flames are generally cooler than blue flames. They burn with a lower temperature.
Fair.
This is Zelda, this isn't Mario, we can apply science-ish.
I don't know about that one. Science in Zelda?
Yeah, with the ish at the end. Science-ish.
Okay, well, I'll trust you.
Fury gambles and wins a little bit. There's a Goma block in level 3. Boletta dies again on the ladder going up to the wood sword.
Oh, man, that is rough. Just, oof. That sequence of events from 3 health to nothing so quickly.
A D has been found.
Oh. That's kind of nice when you got silvers. And that was a pretty nice candle boost to get to it, too.
So that is not considered a logical Goma block, as you can just do exactly what Truant did, either candle boost or just walk around the Goma. It's mean, but it's not illogical.
It is definitely mean. Again, there is a guy called Fred you can blame for everything. Yeah, Korea's and
Boletta still have not received bombs yet. My book.
Chester had bombs at one point.
I'm sorry to distract you from the awesomeness that is going on in the other 3 screens. Look at this level 1!
Just a couple segments. Just a few.
Go home, level 1, you're drunk!
2 Tetris pieces, a little happy little spot there, and then I guess some good stuff going on over to the top. Yep, that's good level.
Now on the other side of the screen, Truant Gamer picks up our first Triforce of the seed. Triforce at level 3.
Nice.
And given that Hard Shuffle is not on, he's just going to leave.
Yeah, he got the bow, he got the Triforce, moving on.
Moving on up in the world. Or squirrels. Just jerk on 121 rupees now. Has some options as far as his purchases go. It looks like he has purchased a pack of bombs. All runners have now gotten their bombs in under 20 minutes, which is a good thing.
That, at least they got bombs for now.
Yes.
Until they go to Death Mountain and there's every single spot as a bomb location, basically, so.
Oh, and don't forget the whole, I'm on a 9 count, lay the bomb, oh, now I got hit, and, well, that's vanilla-ish.
Yeah, I wonder when Boletta's gonna end up going back to 6. Such a rough time to miss that.
And we may find out very soon if... Well, there's level 8 for Boletta, level 7 for Truant, level 1 for Fury, level 3 for Chestrick. All 4 runners in different levels, doing different things, looking for the same stuff.
Nice.
I really do like when we have completely different paths for all the different runners. Early Triforce.
Their start location really just... It kind of prompts them to take different paths. Because there's so many options. Just which way do you go? Who knows?
I think Truant Gamer has figured out the trick with this, the first quest 7 through 9, and is just going to leave 7 with that early Triforce.
Yeah. First quest 7, it's huge. Take the Triforce, go. You got Bow and Silvers. I mean, what else do you need?
Clearly you need a raft.
You know, I don't know about that one.
Level 9 raft block confirmed? I'd like it.
I mean, we haven't seen it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Therefore it doesn't exist.
Fury did have a nice Kananaki earlier.
Yes. That is one thing we'll probably see the runners do a little bit more of, just because of stuff. They'll probably be more willing to Kananaki than not, because 5... Well, that and 5 may not be the multitude of keys it normally is.
Yeah, there's no telling, really, what kind of key situation we're going to end up in. Alright,
God, half heart.
Alright, last runner on screen does have the sword. Just a little under 16. Has a lot of knowledge about some levels and stuff, so it'll be interesting to see where Boletta goes after this.
Probably to one of the dungeons that she's seen already. Oh, hi. Wand and book both in level 1.
You know, for that wand fire combo that you were dreaming of, that's what you get.
When you let your
That
heart
said, wand is pretty nice.
It deals white sword damage. It hurts everything that is not named Wizrobe or Ganon. I think it's a good pickup, even with the whole Hujima, what's it? Bookfire.
Yeah, you just kind of have to cope with the fire. It's just kind of an annoyance.
Although, given that Fury's playing as the Trogdor sprite, he should have the fire.
Fair. I mean, he has the book, he has the red candle. He's got all the fire stuff. He can stop getting things now.
He needs the fire boomerang, clearly.
I hear that does a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's so broken, it's not even in this game.
That level 5 was on the south coast, so let's see what the power of silver arrows can do in here.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say it's gonna kill things quickly. Although this Stelfo is not cooperating.
Not really. I still would have grabbed that rupee, by the way.
Bloopies are good. Chest Jerk taking a death on the overworld.
Ooh, overworld deaths are pretty rough. I don't know that he... Well, yeah. It happens.
And also
really
bear in
hasn't
mind
found anything up here.
And also bear in mind, the runners may not necessarily be chomping at the bit to want to buy a blue ring, given that we have, what's the word? One large secret across the entire seed to work with.
Yeah. I mean, the keys are cheap, too, if you end up needing to buy a key. Which, you know, why not?
You have silver arrows. That's why not. Looks like we had a magical boomerang in the lovely level 5, so that will be getting picked up by, maybe one person.
Yeah, maybe one. And probably not even him, really, depending on when he gets there.
Yeah. So Truant is taking the early Triforce lead with 3 Triforces. The rest of the runners on screen, except for Boletta, all have 1 each. Boletta is working on getting her first one right now, but Boletta has the key lead at 3.
You know, key lead is important, depending on, you know, magic key in 9, because why not?
Well, I mean, there's like 13 other spots outside of 9 it could be in, although we've seen a couple of them.
Yeah, we're slowly dwindling, because important items in 9 is not on, if I'm not mistaken, so Certain items just aren't going to be in 9.
Apparently we're hearing that Jesper Jerk actually bought some keys while we were observing the other items going on.
Yeah. He's pretty rich. He's hit the secrets in a good order here.
So, good news. We have our white sword item. As we just saw on Druidside, it is a raft. It is 6 hearts.
Lupa. You know, there's 2 overworld locations that unlocks. There are levels we haven't found. It's possible.
Can we have the double raft block hype dream, please?
You know, it would be pretty special. I've only seen that a handful of times. And Boletta is on the board with that Triforce out of 1. I would be surprised to see anyone actually get up money for the blue ring. I guess it's possible, but still.
Gamble strats. Always works, never works.
Yeah, gamble strats could. There is a gambling spot right next to start if they cared to save and try their hand.
So we are currently missing levels 2, 6, 9. And I wanted to say 8, but I want to say one of the runners was an 8 for all of like 2 rooms and then left.
Yeah, Boletta found 8 up there, right next to Vanilla 9 up on Death Mountain in the east, but without a sword. Yeah, had to go. I don't think anyone else has made it to East Death Mountain yet to find that.
Well, you know, I think if you're Boletta, you go back there after you get done with West Death Mountain.
Oh yeah, I mean, why not? You're in Death Mountain. Yeah, they're all kind of trading places, bouncing around levels others have been in. Oh, good old walk-through walls.
Walk-through walls is the best thing to happen to this game since, well, the assumed knowledge that you're going to have silvers at the Ganon fight.
It's always nice to assume that. Like, oh, it'll just happen.
Yeah, you'll just look for both items in 9. Especially that red ring.
Sure. That's
Look,
one thing we won't see is digging 9 for items. That's something.
Look, when you're like 5 years old and you're playing Zelda 1 for the first time, you're gonna go for that red ring.
I mean, if you're 5 years old, you don't even know red ring's a thing, so...
You do if you have an older brother that played through the game before you.
That is fair. I am pretty sure as a kid I always got the red ring, but that was a long time ago.
This is a lovely room in level 8.
Aren't they all lovely rooms in level 8?
Some of them are more lovely than others. Chestrick is now back in level 1.
Oh, well, yeah, Fury did pass on it.
Yeah.
So. I do not think that's going to see any play.
Boletta gets the map of level 8. Fury gets the Triforce of level 5. Chester gets the 10 million stare in level 1.
Yeah.
Truant Gamer gets the entrance to level 4. Everybody's getting something.
Everybody's a winner, right?
Except for that one guy.
Oh, Baletta's lack of bombs in 8 was a bit unfortunate. That's what bombing Death Mountain does, though.
Especially Second Quest Death Mountain.
Yeah, that's just such a drain on your resources.
I find it interesting that 25.5 minutes in, neither runner, or none of the runners actually have enough hearts to pick up the raft.
That is pretty nice.
This room at level 8 is actually very important. Even though it has nothing, it gives Bulletta the 100% guarantee that, hey, by the way, there's second quest rooms in these first quests 7 through 9. Go look at push blocks.
Yeah. It is a helpful reminder. Sometimes when you're playing a flag set that's not normal, like this one, you tend to forget some things.
Wait, there are normal
I know
flag
I've
sets?
done it. There's common flag sets that people play, and then there's the crazy stuff that odd people play.
Well, that would explain why Nora banned me from making flag sets.
Hey, you want to play another Max Rando flag set?
Z1 or Z2?
Oh gosh, I've never even attempted a Z2 Max Rando. So what you're saying is you want a multi-game. Do both.
I actually want a multi-world multi-game, both.
That would be interesting. Truant did pass on the red candle.
I can see it.
I guess with the silvers, yeah.
Yeah. Plus, he knows that there's no second quest bubbles.
Yeah. I probably would have picked it up just because I don't trust myself to burn a single bush on a screen.
I would have picked it up just because I like the satisfaction of being able to bounce Gibdos off walls.
It is very satisfying. And Truant is going to join the long list of people who went into 4 and then just kind of left disappointed. Like, man, can't get a Triforce out of here. Fury's just spiraling somewhere deep into this 7. Did not find that easy Triforce that Truant got. Just took a slightly different path, and that's what happens in a gigantic blob of a level.
But on the other hand, that difference in path could lead to Patra. And then Fury becomes dead.
Yeah, that's definitely something that can happen.
So as Chad is pointing out, Chesterk and now Truant Gamer both have enough hearts to be able to pick up the raft.
Oh, well, better beeline over there, as long as you know that it's there.
I believe Truant's the only person that's actually seen it.
Goma was not the secret. Oh, man. Wonder how much a 7 Fury's done.
It looks like based on his map, about a quarter to a third of it. Looks like he's going to go a little bit deeper.
If you're Fury, how deep do you go in pursuit of the item?
I feel like you check this lower portion near the Triforce, but I don't think you go back up into the head.
But after you check the lower portion, then it's like, well, I only have X number of rooms left, and that's not many, right?
Well, at that point, you start going into sunk cost fallacy.
Exactly.
The next thing you know, hi Goma, you're in level 8, blocking a single block room.
That is what Gomas do. So that Triforce is all the way past a bomb wall. Unless that's the passage stair. I don't know if we've seen the passage stair.
I don't believe we have... Actually, I believe we have seen the passage stair in level 8.
Alright, so it's just a bomb wall, and Boletta didn't have the bombs at the time, so...
Yes. She'll probably go back there when she's done her exploration in here.
We haven't seen an item in 8 yet, have we?
We have not.
Hmm. There's 2. They gotta exist.
There's probably one in the Triforce room. There might even be one under that Goma.
Anytime I can't bomb through a wall going left, I'm like, well, obviously, then that's a stair on the side, and I just need to go into that room, and there's an item.
And then it's an NSU room.
And then I am sad, going, but that doesn't make sense. Why did the wall not bomb?
Look, if the level number is 7 or 9, I totally get it, because those dungeons basically don't have bomb walls.
Yeah, it's just a level filled with sadness. Oh man, that map is so close to full clear.
Chest Jerk is now in the same area of level 7, which that is not an easy level 7 to get into, actually, if you're going to do the tree clip.
Yeah, not with those guys having fun
Thankfully,
little blue Darknut parties.
Thankfully, Chest Jerk was able to get most of the Darknuts to spawn on the other side of the screen, allowing him to get in effectively for free.
Yeah. Killing a blue Lionel, much easier than a blue Darknut.
And I'm starting to think, based on how much of level 8 Boletta was able to clear, that Goma is blocking an item.
Yeah, it does seem that way.
So we did see one of the items in level 8, it is the wooden boomerang.
Yeah, that's an item that exists.
Did you know that the average potato has more potassium than the average banana?
You know, I am not up to speed on banana facts, so I'm going to have to take your word for it. This dig of 7 by Fury might really pay off.
Well, we do have a Patra stair.
That was the passage stair that he popped out of, so...
Oh.
He just wanted the key.
I mean, keys are important. The key lead is currently with Chest Jerk at a whopping 4.
Yeah, no one's really pulling away in that fight, but, you know, that's some.
Well, it may change how you route some of these larger dungeons due to the key consideration of, especially on level 9, I have a ton of key doors to potentially see, and I only have 2 keys, so I'm just gonna not take key doors until I have to.
Yeah. I'm guessing that probably 9 will have all the keys behind the key doors.
So the any key will be key blocked?
You know, why wouldn't it be? And you have to find the right key door to find, too.
Yeah, I mean, it could be bomb blocked.
A single segment. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be bomb blocked, it could be magic stair blocked, it could be Ganon blocked.
Oh, man.
It could even be Zelda blocked. Wait.
It could be. I don't know that I've seen Zelda actually block an item, but I've always heard, yeah, it could happen.
Apparently, we missed Chest Jerk buying the bomb upgrade, and it was a +4.
You know, +4 is pretty cool. I'd be pretty happy with a +4.
Yeah, I wouldn't complain, especially with second quest money, which I don't think we've seen the large secret yet either.
Is this actually what you have to do?
Wow. That's an item. Fury's full clear of 7. Oh, hi, Raft Block.
Yeah, that ladder was buried.
So, ladder in 7 is gigantic for Fury. He can now get the Triforce out of 4. The runners are not going to go back there until they absolutely have to. Any key in 6.
Any key is pretty cool.
We're running out of good items.
Red ring is generally considered good, I guess.
That's what I'm saying, is we're running out of good items that can be in 9.
Oh, for 9?
Implication there. Fury's gonna grab his recorder after grabbing this little bit of money.
Yeah, and now all the recorder checks start, and there's so many recorder spots, and they're scattered all over the place.
Yeah, that's probably the first big breakaway we've seen in this race, is Fury opting to dig 7.
Yeah, it is required for 4 at least, so everyone's going to have to go back at some point. And first quest 7.
Yeah, and it's deep in first quest 7. Oh, 6 is slider blocked. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, 6, for the any key, I guess. That's something.
It will make your dig of 7 a little bit smoother.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Unfortunately, the actual room that had the ladder in 7 was behind one single bomb wall that you could only enter from the right, but yeah.
Are you familiar with the term magic bomb wall? We have the double raft block!
You know, that is pretty crazy.
Alright, I officially approve of this seed now. 100% approved. Free Triforce in 2.
Oh, man. Wow.
So, yeah, double raft block seed, combined with ladder deep in 7, in a second quest overworld, this is perfect. This is exactly what needed to happen here.
Oh man, it's gonna be rough. This is gonna be a rough seed. And we still have to find 9 somewhere. Probably under recorder at this point, unless Power Bracelet's gonna decide to be important.
Did Chestrick pick up the ladder in 7?
Not that I was aware of, unless he stumbled across it somehow.
Because if he did, that would actually give him the lead over Fury, having that raft. But I don't recall seeing Chestrick go up to that part of 7. I recall seeing him go into 7, grab the Triforce, bail.
Yeah, it should be marked on Fury's side, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what we were missing?
Level 9?
Wizrobes. Wizrobes. We need more Wizrobes this seed.
They're going to be in level 9, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But level 2, where you have to clear enemies to look at floor drops, had to have the Wizrobes, right?
Yes. It's the natural order. There was one seed, I want to say it was during the main tournament, where there was... The only way to get to Zelda was to fight a 6 blue Wizard Brew?
You know, I kind of watched that a little bit, and I'm like, wow, that sucks.
Yeah. Not a good day in Hyrule. Hi, Zelda's room.
Alright, game's over. We found Zelda's room.
That would be a very interesting race goal. How would you route that?
Kind of, you know, just find every room possible. I don't know.
Always go up?
Always go up, yeah. Don't go into, like, side rooms off to the left or right, because that's not Zelda's room.
Oh, that's mean. That's a little bit mean, game. Fury may skip that, actually. He may not have that red ring ever.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a 9.
It is not a 9, but... Now the question becomes, you know that the Triforce in 2 was 2 rooms in. Is it worth it to go back for that after you get ladder, or in Fury's case, worth it to even dig for it in the first place?
I am... Well... For Fury, probably not. He's going to end up with a bow out of 3. So he's probably going to be good unless Power Bracelet actually is required somehow. and it's an 8. Which Power Bracelet has to be an 8 at this point because we've seen every other location.
Yeah. And because Power Bracelet can't be a 9, yeah, it's going to be Power Bracelet an 8, White Sword in the Heart Container at 9.
I'm looking forward to finding the Heart Container in 9 because if it is in 9, you're going to find it.
I'm looking forward to there's one Magic Stair to get to Zelda and one Magic Stair to get to Ganon. You find the Ganon one, and after almost full clearing 9, you find Heart, Zelda, and behind Zelda's White Sword.
You just need to find the White Sword after you've already beaten Ganon, then that's good enough, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes. Fury takes the death to the Danger Noodles in the Beamos room, which is actually, like, the normal reaction to have to that.
He survives surprisingly long, so you can't be too sad about that.
Boletta decided to purchase a bomb upgrade. The runners have had a surprisingly good amount of money, given that it's second quest shenaniganery.
Yeah, the medium secret was pretty good, and I guess they found a good amount of them after the door repairs, so...
Either that, or they just haven't been running into that many door repairs, which they could all be under, like, the Whistle and Power Bracelet spots.
They could. There are a good amount of them.
Boletta is now in level 7.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if Boletta digs for the item here.
Especially if, given how late she got the sword, if she feels like she's behind in this seed.
Which probably does. Fury has the bow and silvers. Gotta be feeling pretty good, except I'm pretty sure Fury has cleared so much overworld that he's a little concerned about Power Bracelet. But with the recorder...
Think about it, if he gets that Power Bracelet first, we still have not found level 9 yet.
Yeah, 9 is the big question. Where is 9?
Because for all we know... Well, Fury's actually pretty close to the raft spot. He might get his raft here, and then just assume he's go mode and skip the items in 8, 2, and 6, which...
Yeah.
Granted, the item in 6 is easy to get to.
Yeah, if he go modes 8 and does kind of the logical check the bottom level of level 8, go left and bomb, that's where the Triforce is. So 8 could be very fast if you just don't go deep into it.
Speaking of 8, Chesterk has picked up his Triforce out of there. He is actually at the point where he can no longer progress in the seed until he gets that ladder, and he's going to make the decision to check 8 before level 7, which makes sense, actually, if you think about it.
Yeah. 2 items, you don't really know what you're... Yeah.
And it's smaller than 7. During game, we're killing the Goma block in level 8 to find... That's where our Power Bracelet is.
Okay. So, it'll be interesting to see if that's required.
Boletta has picked up the Triforce out of level 7. Will she go back in? She will not.
Yeah. Level 7 sucks, so, yeah.
So far, Fury, the only runner that was willing to gamble on it, and is being heavily rewarded.
Yeah, Fury's initial path in 7 led to like a decent amount of rooms explored before he found the Triforce. It still had a decent amount left, but went ahead and went for it, and you know what? Got the ladder.
And given it's required for 2 dungeons, there is a... I'm aware that it's early in the seed yet, but there's he has a pretty good shot as of right now, in my assessment, of making that top 2. just based on that 7 gamble. However, there are runners that are running this in this race off stream that may have made that same gamble.
Yeah,
we
don't
don't
know. I'm not following what all those other people are doing. We got 4 people here, so just be interesting to see. But Fury's in a good place. We'll see what he does as far as 8. Is he going to get that power bracelet out of there? If so, got everything he needs.
So when Chester picks up these items out of 8, he's actually probably going to be left with no option but to go back to 7 at that point.
Chester hasn't done 6. Oh wait, he was ladder blocked in 6. Yeah, he'll have no choice.
Well, he hasn't been to the spot where 6 is, but he'll very quickly see, oh, he's ladder blocked, and also very quickly get the item out of it, so it'll be irrelevant anyway.
Yeah, so, yeah. I don't know how much overworld he still has left to explore, but even then, when you already... Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
The main time sink is going to be how long it takes for him to get to the ladder. That's really where the time difference is going to be.
And I don't know that there's a good way to get to the ladder. It's just so deep, and it's going to be rough. Fury, meanwhile, is kind of wandering into this 8. I think he did not check the left part of start, so he might end up with the power bracelet.
And Druid has gotten both of his items out of level 8. He knows where the Triforce is, he just needs to make his way over there, and he will be good to go.
Yeah, I think he was thinking maybe there's a way to cheat this open, but no. Just pay the bomb toll, 2 bombs to get at your Triforce.
I feel like you could pirouette that left door with a well-placed screen wrap.
Perhaps. I might have tried to open it by going through a shutter, like that room to the right of start, then up A in there to open up the left room. But when you have 8 bombs, just use the bomb. It's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, Fury got the compass, and that's directing him to where to go.
Boletta has just picked up her raft. Chesterk is about to pick up his power bracelet. Let's see if Fury decides to stick around here in this level 8 for the items, or if he is going to make the...
Hello, 9.
He's not going to. He's going to gamble that 9 is that power bracelet blocked.
And he'll be wrong.
Oh, now that's a swing that will help all of the runners who pick up power bracelet out. Boletta might also be in a rough spot, because not only did she gamble on... Well, she's gambled on quite a bit in level 8. She has to go back anyway. But she may just decide to get that Triforce and leave level 8 if she has Raft and Recorder.
Yeah, the order that Boletta goes back to these levels is going to be very telling.
You remember what I said early, but Fury has looked like he had a decent chance of the top 2, and then he skipped power bracelet, and then, oh, by the way, level 9's power bracelet blocked. Now it's a lot different.
Fury is going to full clear the non-power bracelet overworld. That's just going to happen.
And he's probably going to, well, the item in 6 is quick anyway, but he's probably going to end up doing everything possible before going back to level 8.
Which means he'll get the red ring out of 2.
Yes, he will. But to be fair, there is a chance that if, say, Boletta or Truant Gamer decide to go into 2 after getting the ladder for some reason, they have the option to... what's the word? Grab that red ring anyway. If they're still looking for stuff.
Yeah.
Chester takes a death up on Death Mountain, living up to its name. Boletta now in level 2.
Yeah, so the red ring is just ladder blocked in two. It was just kind of sitting on the ground, taunting a ladderless player at the time. So. Alright. I'm kind of curious where this Triforce in 4 is, because it's got to be deep past that ladder block.
I'm expecting it to be in the next room.
Nah, they've all cleared all these rooms.
No. The one room past the ladder block, I mean.
Not the ladder block itself, right?
Right. One room past it. Yeah. So Fury doesn't realize that he still needs to go back to that power bracelet, but because he has a ladder, he's kind of got full reign to just go and do all these other dungeons. Chesterk is now back in level 7. This is where he needs to be. He may actually be the first of our runners in Triforce and Go mode.
He very well might. He's got... I don't know that he's found 9 yet. He might have to do some overworld clearing still, but once he gets that ladder, he's in a good spot.
He has seen 9. I don't know if he's seen 6.
If he gets a ladder out of here and he goes to pick up the recorder, the raft spot's like a obvious go-to place right after that, so...
Yeah, he'll just go there naturally. And you have no reason not to pick up recorder in Second Quest Overworld.
Right. If you're still looking for a level, you're going to want the recorder.
Plus, stick daggers exist.
You know, they do exist.
They might not exist in the seed, but they do exist.
We haven't seen a dig dogger, have we?
Nope.
Seen Patras, Gomez, Bleox. Ever seen Aquamenus? Minhandla?
I don't think so.
Huh.
You know, I've often said the Wallmaster makes the best roommate of all the Zelda enemies.
I mean, yeah. They're utilizing space you're not using. Oh, hey, man. Oh, there's that.
On top
guy.
of that, they just take you to the entrance of your house if you if they grab you. But the magical sword has been found.
Oh, that's a thing that exists.
It's vanilla.
Yeah.
Chester gets trolled by the double block.
Oh man. So Fury's on an overworld quest. He'll eventually end up checking the raft spots, but he's gonna check every single recorder spot.
Chester may have found a semi-alternate path to the ladder.
And interestingly, Truant is in 7 also.
I think both runners are out of options at this point. They know it's got to be here in 7. They just don't know where.
Did Truant, never find 1? Is that accurate? Huh.
It's possible.
Sometimes
I forget where 1 was.
Past it. The open cave next to the Grave Armos.
I don't know. I don't recall him ever being in there, actually. Although
I hope.
Although on the other hand, he has the map of 7, and I don't know if we've seen the map for him.
He just picked it up.
Oh. Chestrick is gonna find his way to the ladder spot, actually.
Yeah, he's gonna bomb in from the right. So Chestrick's making some good time here.
Yeah, he actually didn't do the 7 full clear that Fury did, so that's gonna gain him back some minutes.
Yeah, Fury had a very unfortunate 7 all told.
And Truant is not that far behind him.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be too long. Bomb's willing, as long as he doesn't, run out.
Remember that thing where I said it's early, but Fury looks like he's in very good shape? Oh, but Truant just obeyed.
Oh.
That might hurt him a little bit. So, Chestjerk wasting no time, going right back to the coast to get that recorder. Probably going to check the raft spot on the way.
He might go raft spot, or there's that recorder spot southwest of it, which is always... You kind of want to check that since it's, like, right there.
Yeah, but... Even then, he's got no reason not to check both, honestly. Like, there's no other convenient time to route in this raft spot.
Yeah, there really isn't.
But, Fury doing overworld questing really is eating away at that advantage that he had built up, and now I think the advantage on stream lies with Chestjerk.
Yeah. Chestjerk is in a good spot as long as... and you know, Chestjerk is finding all the heart containers.
And that's kind of what he does. How many hearts for the magic sword? It can be anywhere from 10 to 14. Knowing how this randomizer likes to function, it's probably 14. Fury finds level 2. Oh, go ahead.
Chestjerk could potentially get magical sword at this point. It's possible.
It is possible, but I don't believe he's seen it.
Yeah, the Death Mountain spot.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was the one who checked that.
I know Boletta did. I don't think any of the other runners have. Fury is going to leave level 2. He's gambling that he's in Triforce and Go mode at this point.
That's pretty daring when you still have to find 6 and 9. I don't know the number of levels he still has left, but he has a recorder so he can go back. So, if he hasn't even done Candle Row, then yeah. It still has a decent amount of spots.
I think for me, because of the fact that it's level 2, I'd be a little bit more willing to dig that and gamble on 6 when I find 6.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a rough call.
Yeah.
But with the recorder, it's like, yeah. 2 will probably be the first place you go back to.
And to answer the question, yes, Chestjerk is in Triforce and Go mode with that ladder pickup. He's actually probably not going to go back to 2 to get that red ring.
Yeah, no.
And Triforce is free in level 6. He just has to go to 4, get that Triforce, and he will be into level 9. Also, we saw a Dig Dogger.
You know, they exist.
They do exist. It is confirmed. And a Gleeok in the same dungeon.
Yeah, so Chestjerk just has to go to 4, which is near 1, kind of, so... And then 9 isn't really near anything other than, I guess, start if you want to lose all your hearts, but it's conveniently next to a fairy.
Yeah, so it's like... I think the up A and then just go get the fairy heal before you go into 9 is probably the recommended strategy going in.
Yeah. Truant has the ladder. It has used the silver arrows so much, has 0 monies.
That may be an issue. Fury is now making his way over to level 6. If he goes to the right here from start, this will be good for him as he will get his any key and also know that the power bracelet is not here. If he does not go to the right from start, well, he could have some fun.
Yeah. Alright, so Truant is gonna start looking. Has everything he needs. It's just a matter of getting everything. Chestjerk is in a good spot.
Fury has found his magical key.
You know, I didn't notice, but that one room in 6 off to the right of the magical key is a little segment. How nice.
Conveniently, it's not one square up or down, as that would add an extra transport to 6.
And unfortunately, the Triforce isn't there either, so...
Well, we all know that you want Triforces in stair rooms that are in their own individual room that you can't access other ways.
You know, that's the dream.
Unless you're playing it, then it kind of sucks.
Yeah, then it kind of sucks. I'm a little sad that this room in 6... Oh, hello. Gibdos really like hugging you. Wasn't a bait block, but, you know, we could save that for 9, right?
Look, bait block Zelda is the dream we all want.
It could happen.
I've seen it.
Man, when was the last time I've seen that?
I saw it once in a seed where if you took the bait block to Zelda, level 9 was like 7 rooms, and if you didn't, it was 37.
You know, just slightly different amount of rooms there.
Yeah, just the scenic route. So Chestrick and Fury are going to get their 8th Triforce piece at about the same time. Sherwin not that far behind on 6. Fleta going back to level 8, going to pick up her power bracelet. Fury immediately going back to level 2 to look for the item here, as I believe he's seen every overworld spot at this point. Or at least all of them.
Yeah, that's the only explanation. Coast Raft is the last overworld spot you check, just that's the way it goes.
Yeah. So Chestrick will be, in fact, the first of our fabulous 4 on Restream to make it into level 9. After not a quick heal. He's going to opt to just go in.
You know, that's fine. Wood Sword, Green Tunic, we got this. It's just first quest level 9 and it's billions of rooms.
There is also the fact that anytime that he can just go get a heal whenever he wants, so it's not necessarily like, oh, I have to have this heal because 9 is in a really stupid location. Very linear, though, so far.
Yeah, forced bomb usage, I'm guessing, so that's kind of sucks. Just a test, be like, hey, you didn't come here with 0, 0, 0, right?
You know what else kind of sucks?
What's that?
Vacuums.
They're supposed to, I'm pretty sure.
That is their job function. Oh, this is a fun thing. So, we're listening for Ganon's roar, and when we find Ganon, the room will go dark, and Link will hold up the Triforce. Except, because we have because we have the vanilla first quest shape for 9, the normal dark rooms are going to apply, so enjoy being faked out a bunch as we just find dark rooms.
You know, Chestrick knew. He knew that it wasn't him. He didn't hear a roar. Rupee boss is the best boss, by the way.
Chestrick opting to give up the heart instead of the money, valuing those silver arrows as he finds Zelda and potentially a pass to Zelda.
Yeah, with Korea set, I would also value the silvers.
Yeah. Plus, he still is at that 9 heart threshold that gives him that 3rd Hyrule driver if he needs it.
Yeah, he's just needs to find Ganon at this point. And we need a magic stair here also. Where's the magic stair?
That was it.
Ah.
There's your magic stair. I think even though the compass is right next to Zelda, there's an adage amongst the Zelda 1 community that normally it applies to arrows, but if picking up the compass lets you find Zelda in the next stream, you're going to pick up the compass every seed.
Well, sure. I mean, you always want to get the compass in 9.
Fury finds the wooden boomerang in level 8 and is probably a little sad.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Chestrick finds a Patra and is also probably a little bit sad.
Alright, Blita getting the Triforce. Still has to go back to that 7, though. Oof.
Well, we'll let it getting the Triforce probably makes her a bit happy. That is the best staircase I've ever seen in level 9.
The best?
Yes. There's very few opportunities for there to be one-room stairs in level 9, so I'll take a 2-room.
Yeah, 2-room stairs are pretty sweet.
Although in vanilla, there's actually like a 2-room stair.
Well, vanilla. That's its own little monster there.
What? There's 3 magic staircases to Ganon, don't you know?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get that lucky.
Also, there's your heart.
You know, when you're taking staircases, you gotta find the heart container.
I believe that's the natural order of the universe.
Chestrick has pretty decent coverage, except in kind of like that middle leftish section, and then very far top right, it looks like.
Truant might be in a little bit of an issue here. He's still looking for level 1.
Yeah, I was concerned that maybe there was a mismark on his tracker, or however he's doing things. Because that would be very unfortunate.
Chestrick still looking for Ganon, as Fury is grabbing his bombs to go into level 9 with. If Fury is able to find Ganon more quickly... Well, never mind, we have a roar.
Oh, well. Fair enough.
That's going to answer that question. This is probably a Ganon. That is a Ganon.
It looks like a Ganon.
All Chestrick needs to do is get a stun lock, and then the fact that he's on 2 hearts will be irrelevant. And it looks like he has it.
Yeah, the white sword is nice for Ganon.
Yeah, Fury finding Ganon quickly might actually be a little bit of an issue, in so much as he will have wood sword for Ganon, but that may be irrelevant anyway, as Chestrick just needs to walk back to the princess. Blood picks up her magic key.
Yeah, as long as Chestrick doesn't get too crazy as far as... Well... Let's try some magic routes here.
He's probably going to go back and take the route that he knows leads there at this point. Like, there is a drive to try to find a shortcut just to make it faster if you can, but as long as you don't forget what the route you know gets there, you can always go back to the route that you know works.
Yeah. I don't blame him for trying to get a quicker route. It would have been nice, but sometimes just buckle down and be like, all right, this is a horrible long path, but it works, so here we go.
And to give folks an update, we do have something of an off-stream finish. One of our 2 top spots has been taken by Mr. F. Coughlin himself.
Congratulations to Fred. He will be in the Tournament of Champions.
Yes, his time was a 1:05:10.
But top 2 get to move on, so there's still a fight going on here.
And we are being
just winding the way.
We are being told that it is now the Royale Ultima.
These guys, Royale Ultima.
Back in my day, we just called it a tournament.
Back in my day.
Everybody in the chat, please get your GGs out for Chestrick, finishing in 2nd place with a time of 1:09:16.
Well done, GG Chestrick.
So that means we will have Fred and Chestrick moving on to join the top 10 from the regular Battle Royale season in the Royale Ultima. I think it's 10. Is it 10? It might be 11 because there was a tie.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. It looks like, or 11. I don't know.
Some number larger than 9.
Yeah, I think it's 11 plus 2, perhaps. I got 10 names here.
Fury has found Ganon.
Is taking him down.
Yep. He does not have the location of Zelda yet. Very important. Boletta's back in level 7. Truant Gamer has just burnt the old man. Scytown has finished off stream with in 3rd place with an official time of 1:10:36.
GG's to Scytown. He was in there too. And Boletta, oh, the bomb situation is not good for Boletta up there in that 7.
As long as she bombs the correct way, which it looks like she will be able to, she will have just enough bombs to get the ladder out of here. To answer the question in chat, it is the top 2 finishers that move forward, which have been determined to be Fred and Chess Jerk.
Yep, looking forward to seeing how the first round of that. Let's see, what did Random say? This guy, Royale Ultima. Got to get all fancy.
Also note that Fury was 1 room away from Zelda, but had to up A due to some health problems. So now he's going to be back on the hunt.
Oh man, Truan's really full clearing everything.
There may have been a miss mark, as it sounds like we are joined by Chess Jerk. Yes? No? Maybe?
Hey, just. Well, don't hear Chester, but GG's.
He's speaking it to us in the language of chess.
How about now?
Hey,
there we go.
Who muted my mic? Ah, good. How are you?
Doing fine. You didn't want to go and try for mags?
I didn't find mags.
Oh, you didn't. It's Second Quest Overworld. You know where mags is. Second Quest
right.
mag spot.
Of course it is. Why didn't I think of that? Dang it. Oh well.
So
Would I've gotten it a 10? Would I've gotten it a 10 hearts, by the way?
We don't
no
know.
idea.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go back and check.
So how
that ladder spot that I don't know.
Yeah,
did I really want to dig 7 knowing there's only 1 item there and I had 4 other dungeons possibly, and of course it was there. And of course it was buried deep in the top left corner. Of course. Who's surprised? Are you surprised? I was surprised.
And Fury has finished.
Yes. He takes 5th place with a time of 1:13:25. Coming in ahead of him is King Doll in 4th with a time of 1:12:20.
Yeah, Fury was the first person on Restream to get the ladder, but Fury didn't go for the power bracelet in 8.
I can see why that would be a problem.
Yes. Boletta, to give you an update on what the other featured runners did, Boletta ended up getting sword late. So as a result, her seed got off to a rough start, and Truant Gamer is just now finding level 1.
Ooh. Well, I can understand why that would be a problem. That sword was pretty far away from where you started.
Yeah, Boletta took some unfortunate Lionel hugs and swords to the face, so that it was a bit rough to get that sword.
Well, there were literally.
Did you appreciate the double wrap?
Oh, that was beautiful. I mean, there were literally only 5 million Lionels in the overworld, but and only 4 million blue dark nuts. But what can you do? But yeah, 2 raft blocked. I checked the second raft spot, thinking, "There's no way." Is there? Really? Oh, look, there it is. Okay. So I guess that death on Death Mountain saved me a bunch of time, because I am incapable of doing screen scrolls even at this stage of my career.
Oh, I'm right there with you. Screen scrolls suck.
They are the bane of my existence. That's why, if you wonder why I don't do them in Randomizer, that you just saw the reason why, is the 2 deaths I took while trying to do them. I only do them if I have to.
Yeah, blue dart nuts in particular like to just get all up in your business when you're trying to just get to the little 5 pixels away, and they're just dancing back and forth right next to you.
They don't respect the screen scroll.
Chestrick, we have a question from chat, and then I'm going to expand on that question from chat.
All right.
Did you see the red ring in 2?
Of course I did.
If the answer is yes, how much were you swearing when you saw the red ring in 2 was ladder blocked?
I plead the fifth on that question. Thank you very much. Anything I say will get me in trouble.
I mean, yeah. That was
only
a little special.
It was only 3 tiles away. I was so close. Unfortunately, 1 was a water tile, and unfortunately, I had no ladder. What can you do?
If the boomerang could pick up items, would you pick up a boomerang?
Hell yeah. For literally that, after seeing that, I would pick a boomerang forever. And every time I did, I would point back to this moment saying, "Hey, remember when I collected a ladder-blocked red ring with the boomerang? That was amazing."
That would be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Alas.
Someday.
We
Someday
might get a mags check.
Real quick update from our off-stream runners. Angry Larry has finished in 6th place with a time of 1:15:34. And I do have the list of participants for the Tournament of Champions ready to go if people are ready for that, with the top 2 runners from this race being decided.
Well, since Mags is a giant troll, go ahead, go for it.
All right, we have Fryteeth, Captain Green 7. Some dude that constantly represents himself with a bird. Thorwolf. Zarnax 42. Antlers. Redbird Grad. The other bird person. J-Smash. Adirondack Rick. Panzer Dave, aka There's a Sword, aka the guy that never picks up the sword. Fred. Or F. Coughlin. And Chestrick.
Quite the motley crew we have there.
Never heard of any of them.
yeah. Who's this Elsoa guy? I don't remember him.
Some guy who can only play when the sprites are shuffled.
Actually, that'd be. Actually, I haven't done sprite shuffle seed in a while. I should do that.
I'm right there with you. I need to do that again.
So it sounds like you're setting up a race right after this, huh?
Right after might be a stretch, but maybe tomorrow.
There's
maybe
always
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Does the weekly have a flag set yet?
I believe it's going to be tournament flags, given that the finals are taking place next week.
How about tournament plus sprite shuffle?
Sold.
Ooh, that'd be amazing.
I'm sold. Don't even have to ask. I'm in.
Of course.
I'm not even a big fan of hard shuffle anymore, and I will play it just for the sprite shuffle.
I mean, instead of finding heart contains, you can find, whatever in the world decides to replace that.
Look, my favorite personal thing is when the heart container is replaced by bombs, so that you just get 2 cherries.
Oh yeah, the nice little pair of cherries there. Yeah, I like that.
You can pretend you're playing Pac-Man instead.
Now what? Okay, so now we need a Pac-Man sprite too.
I swear there was somebody who used a Pac-Man sprite at one point. Maybe I'm misremembering.
There might be. My favorite sprite that I just don't see anymore is a dancing taco, but
We're being told that in 30 minutes it will be tomorrow.
I mean, for some people.
Yeah, I mean, time zones. Time zones. For me, it'll be tomorrow in 30 minutes. For you guys, it might not.
East Coast is Beast Coast.
Wait, did you say East Coast is West Coast?
Beast
Oh.
Coast.
I thought you said West Coast.
Sure.
I'm a little bit tired if you couldn't tell.
No, I'm right there with you.
Any final thoughts, Chest Jerk?
2 raft blocks? Really?
Hey, there was no bait block.
Seriously? There wasn't.
There's
I
no-
was so sure when I was going up in, what was it, level 9, I guess it was? I was so sure when I went up and saw a screen, a blank screen, on the way to where, wherever I was going, like, you're really going to put a required bait block right here? Seriously, right now? Or maybe it was in when I was going, like, for the Triforce in 4 or 6 or something like that. I was
Yeah,
so
6 had a room
so
that...
sure. Yeah, there was a room right on the way that had no other way through. It was like, oh my god, it's going to be a bait block. It's going to be a callback to last year. I know it, but it wasn't. So, luckily, I had about 8 bait shops marked on my map, so I had plenty of places to get them. I don't know if I had enough money for it, though. I would have had to grind money. I didn't find the big secret either. Now that I think about it.
Kind of surprising given how that you were like buying bomb upgrades and whatnot.
Yeah. I found a lot of medium secrets, so I guess that helped. And I had silvers and bow in 15 minutes. So I was shooting arrows everywhere.
Yeah,
I managed to hold on to my money somehow for the most part.
that bow room was kind of trolly, though,
Yeah,
when you think
kind of.
about it.
I got about 9 recorder spots unchecked, so it's probably under one of those, I guess. I got a bunch of. I got the rest of Death Mountain and 4 push blocks. So I got plenty of places the big secret could have been.
So in the time we've been doing the interviews, Boletta has managed to catch up and is now in level 9 with Truant, both looking for Ganon. Truant has found the location of Zelda. Yeah, a little bit of a race has developed between the two.
Yeah,
Nice.
the Truant losing level 1 there really hurt, and Valletta just keep making up a lot of time here. But Truant does know where Zelda is. So has one piece of the puzzle, but half a heart with Gorillas is always a little scary.
And Truant has just found Ganon.
I'm pretty sure if blue gorillas could fire their boomerang through a wall into the next room and hit you, they would. Because they are that accurate.
Don't give Fred ideas.
No,
Fred?
No, don't give Zelda Classic developers ideas. There's already a gorilla whose boomerang moves at light speed.
Respect the gorilla.
Yeah, like, I'm not kidding. Their boomerangs not only move at light speed, but they actually have a lock-on feature to your current position. Like, you're just getting hit no matter where you are.
Sounds kind of OP to me.
This is the same game that has a fire boomerang that lets you stun Wishrobes.
I gotta play this game. What game is that?
There's like a bunch of Zelda Classic quests that have that in it. I may or may not literally just make one right now that is just a screen with you and a fire boomerang against one of those gorillas.
I think I would lose.
I also think they deal like 3 hearts of damage or some nonsense.
Oh, then I'd die instantly. That sounds about right.
Some of
Yeah,
the,
I'm off, guys. Thanks for the commentary
Yeah.
and everything. I think I've had.
Thanks for
I've had
hanging
my
out,
fun,
Chester.
So, you got it.
Have a good one.
I'll let you go. I'll let you guys carry on. So
Yeah,
good night.
good night.
Truant is back in the Ganon fight, going for a round 2 here. Gets the stun lock this time. He should have Ganon dispatch them in short order, just like that.
Yeah. Kill me once, shame on me. Wait, is that how it goes? No.
I think it's kill me once, shame on me. Kill me twice, shame on you. Kill me 3 times, I'm gonna go get a potion.
Or go out to visit the fairy. Is that how that works?
And why not both?
Why not both? Yeah.
Darren?
We did get the letter pretty early.
Yeah. Plus, for all we know, Truant still has a free potion out there somewhere.
It's very possible.
We're getting asked in chat, why not Zoidberg? And that's because I'm pretty sure it's not Zoidberg because you don't have a Zoidberg sprite. Boletta has found Ganon.
Oh, very nice. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Truant has seen Zelda and is just trying to get a quicker path, as you do. Might
And that's
happen.
naturally what you always do, but Truant's got to be careful of his health. Well, no, he has Red Ring. He should be fine. I think he has Red Ring. Or maybe he took a bop from the Fireball. But he's 2 rooms away now anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, he does not have Red Ring. And with that, Truant Gamer will finish in 7th place with an official time of 1:25:36. Please get your GGs in chat for Truant.
GG's. Sub 130 is always nice, especially with crazy flag sets like these.
And at the same time, Boletta does take down Ganon. All she needs to do is find Zelda's room, and she will be done with the seed as well.
Very nice, very nice. Zelda's kind of far away from Ganon. They had a restraining order, I guess, in place.
Well, I mean, Zelda was trying to get out of the dungeon, but unfortunately went the wrong way.
You know, that can happen. You just start going through some doors, and I heard someone coming on and saying hello. Hi, Truant.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, GG's. How's it going?
Meh.
What did you think about the seed?
I think the seed was definitely easier than I made it out to be.
So what happened with level 1?
I just couldn't find it. I must have checked that screen off and just went past it and spent I don't know how much time searching and searching and searching, and yeah, just mismarked.
Yeah.
How about the
that was
ladder
bad.
location too?
Well, the ladder made me even more angry than 1 because I didn't want to go back to 7 since it was such an early Triforce and I got out of there. I was hoping to find everything else before that, and then when I couldn't find 1, I assumed it was recorder blocked, and I knew I had to go into 7, which still was the right play, but being all the way up there in the top corner was not pleasant.
Real quick, Boletta has found the location of the Zelda. And we'll be finishing with a time of 1:27:40.
All right. Still sub 130. GG's.
So, what ended up happening for the on-stream stuff is you and Chestrick were kind of even with each other outside of the whole level 1 thing. Fury found the ladder much earlier than everyone else did because he dug 7 on his first go-through and then forgot to, or rather skipped Power Bracelet in level 8 thinking he was Triforcing Go mode at that point. Chestrick got the Power Bracelet out of level 8 but did not get the ladder out of 7. Actually, you guys probably got that about a minute apart-ish.
I mean, other than those 2 things, I felt like I was doing really good. I was flying through everything. I was making good time. Getting early bow and silvers definitely helped. I figured I was doing good until 1 didn't appear, and then when I knew I mismarked something, it was over at that point anyway.
Yeah, it happens. It's always unfortunate. But yeah, you were keeping pace with them.
I feel like
just
I missed
just
right
pulled into that lead.
Oh, sorry.
No, it happens.
Yeah.
But hey, there's always going to be more battle royales in the future, with whatever flag sets that you want to play and not random craziness that we come up with.
Unless you decide to make a battle royale that is literally this random craziness that has been came up with.
Now, why would you do something crazy like that?
Because it needs more sprite shuffle.
I mean, I more or less did. I just threw on Mirrored Overworld, which is probably why nobody's joining.
There is also the fact that it's at 11 at night, which for us East Coasters is a little bit rough.
Yeah, times seem to dictate as far as participation.
Yeah.
But with that, I think we're all good. At some point, there will be announcements as far as the Royale Ultima, so we'll see about that. And until then, I am Theorwolf. Thanks for watching.
And I've been also and real quick, I do want to give a shout out to our restreamer Captain Green 7 and our tracker Trenton GL for making all this possible.